Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn September 18, 2022. It's all too easy to become frustrated with others regarding an idea or belief today, especially if they're not truly listening. You may want to escape but can't decide how to do so. A tense atmosphere can make it difficult to look past minor problems and challenges today. Certainly, energies are on the temperamental side. Issues of a personal nature may not be well received with Venus, in your privacy sector, forming a square to Mars in your house of expansion. There can be some inner frustration or angst experienced now that can be hard to ignore. As well, the Sun opposes Neptune, and there can be some lack of clarity to deal with, particularly related to what is expected of you and what you expect from others. Work and service are in strong focus, but it can be difficult dealing with routine matters if you're not feeling motivated or directed. An especially challenging day lies ahead of you. As you look around you, you could feel imprisoned like you're in the eye of a hurricane. This is because the mighty Sun, highlighting your solar 12th house of seclusion and karma, is facing off with a wicked Neptune in the sky. This will cause darkness to rise around you like demons in the night. Your anxiety will spike, and if you've engaged in any nefarious tactics in regards to your personal or romantic life, expect nightmares to possess you. Something wicked is coming for those who have tempted fate. It is time for an attitude check. You may need to adjust how you talk about and view work when the Sun in Virgo opposes Neptune retrograde in Pisces. There is a bit of disarray, but how you handle these obstacles is up to you. You could bite off more than you can chew and then crumble from the stress. However, it would be in your best interest to set some work boundaries for the sake of your own stress levels. Aside from this, you may have a clearer perspective of which workplace relationships are positive and negative. The aspect at play reminds you that your future starts today. This is a good time to ask yourself, what do you want for your health? Do you want to ignore your body until invasive medical measures are required? Or do you want to have an informed, delightful experience of nurturing your body and your mind in a more preventive fashion? If you prefer the latter, maybe it's time to invest in an informative text, a healthy cookbook, a holistic hygiene reference, or a book on feng shui. Before entering a beneficial period rich in learning experiences, you are going to have to be pragmatic and have your mind on the now. Until then, take a break, escape, and avoid power games with the people you collaborate with or your family and friends. Rather, ask yourself some questions on your true desires and the meaning that you want to give your life. Don't hesitate to start a phase of introspection and inner searching to discover your personal legend. Give philosophy a bigger place in your search for happiness. As a friendly aspect between the dwarf planet Ceres and Eris peaks, this is doing more than just creating positive conditions for friendship and relationship building. This is something that will have a deep and profound impact, speaking less to specifics and more to your core needs in terms of connection within both your friendships and your relationships. It is by understanding those needs that you are reshaping your expectations and priorities for the future. The stars are aligned on both the romantic and relationship fronts today and will remain aligned over the weekend. It is the dwarf planets Ceres and Eris that are creating positive conditions for friendship and relationship building, while the moon is working with Mars and Saturn to bring a mix of nostalgia, romance, passion, and adventure together. Though your career is undergoing a bit of a renaissance now, with new chances to take the reins and lead, your relationships may not feel all that supportive of your new direction. It's not that you're doing a bad job. It's just that some of your contacts may not know how to handle all your newfound power. Their loss. You're moving up with or without them. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings some sudden and unexpected surprises that might require a lot of patience. As Venus in Virgo squares the moon, there is a give and take between what you want and what is actually occurring. If you feel the need to stand in your truth, this is when you could meet some opposition. This competing energy doesn't want to budge for anyone's preconceived expectations. However, Mars is going to kick you right out of your comfort zone whether you're ready or not. The Gemini moon helps bring things around by allowing a more analytical approach to everything. Maybe these are the actual changes you need to really step into a more authentic version of yourself after all. Even if you feel a little scattered right now, it doesn't mean that there isn't light at the end of the tunnel. There's a generous amount of earth energy in the sky as well. This helps on the financial end of matters and deepens your commitment and maturity in this realm of your life. You have to stick with the vision and allow the rest to unfold. Message or phone call from someone dear who lives far away could arrive today. You've been thinking about this person for a while, so don't be surprised if you hear from him or her. You're especially attuned to the thoughts and feelings of others right now. In fact, you may feel especially inspired to work on projects of your own, as ideas are likely to fill your head. Have fun. In the pre-dawn hours, the Gemini moon trines retrograde Mercury in Libra, allowing us to reconcile an emotional issue. Replaying past exchanges and conversations in our heads helps us to appreciate why matters unfolded as they did. Although we may achieve greater personal understanding on a matter, it's best not to attempt to repair or course-correct anything while Mercury is retrograde. The fact that this reevaluation has occurred is the important thing. Before noon, Venus in Virgo squares off with Mars in Gemini, provoking impatience. A helpful connection between the Moon and Uranus can reunite you with your motivation and drive, reigniting some much-needed passion in your heart and mind. Before bed, be sure to journal any emotional or mental breakthroughs you had today so you can relax when it's time to get some rest. This aspect creates difficulties in achieving compromise, and we, therefore, tend to experience its effects in our relationships. Currently, both Venus and Mars are transiting Mercury-ruled signs, signs that overanalyze, signs that get hung up on details, and signs that are answering to retrograde Mercury. Their clash perpetuates conflict in the form of arguments or crossed signals. Neither party feels seen or heard, although if we stop and listen to what the other person is trying to say, we'd probably discover that we want the same things, we just have different approaches to getting there. One positive manifestation of this influence, if channeled appropriately, is powerful sexual tension. Make-up sex may be our reward if we can manage to put aside our differences.